Well, I just got some things in the mail from, actually something I ordered. It's from an affiliate company that does product work for different benevolent, charitable, or any kind of organization. It could even be a company. If enough people sign up, they'll make, a package. So there's also a book, a binder that's coming out from the Sons of American Revolution through the publishing company that they hired. They'll have all the members and what their lineage is and all that type of stuff. So I got here a sweatshirt, Sons of the American Revolution, patriotic, historical, and educational. I could probably put a lot more videos out on that. I probably will, because I get a lot of information every day as to what happened on a particular day. We can probably go over that on YouTube, and I can rehash what some of those things are. Some of those things are very interesting, actually, believe it or not. It wasn't like everybody was on the same side, even in the colonies back at that time. The colonies consisted of partially loyalists, partially people on the fence, and partially revolutionaries. So this is for the Sons of the American Revolution. By ancestor, well, I got actually the one I have that I chose to be, that had the documentation on first, was for an ancestor that was the main scout for General Francis Marion of South Carolina. And also have a captain, an ancestor who's a captain in Francis Marion's brigade from South Carolina. Actually, the war was really mainly won in the South, believe it or not. They used to say that. They used to acknowledge that in all the history books prior to 1861. I also have two with my direct last name. One was in Captain Wise's Rangers. He was at the Battle of Moultrie, and also his son, which had been my fifth great-grandfather, who enlisted at 16 years old and defended Charleston, South Carolina against the British siege. Of course, the revolutionaries were pushed out at that time because overwhelming numbers by the British. But actually at that time, nothing was clear-cut. It wasn't like all the Americans were on the side of the revolution. Definitely not. Just a point. So if you win, you're a hero. If you lose, you're bad. Which you can tell 1861, since the South lost, they're the bad guys, because gets who tell the story. So, and I guess if you look at history in the UK, how they'll tell you about the American Revolution, they'll probably tell it very differently. As a matter of fact, if you look at the history of Japan in World War II, they'll tell their history extremely differently from the United States. And also we got, history's being rewritten by big money today. So, how that works. The money gives the grants for who writes what, including what goes on even in the social media. So, but anyway, be that as it may, it should be tame enough for YouTube. Sons of the American Revolution, patriotic, historical, and educational. Actually, I'm just putting it out there because a lot of people don't know about it. It is not that easy to get into because they are very much sticklers on genealogy, and it's difficult to find. You can find on a federal census records, like if you're looking for the war between the states, 1861, 1865, the federal census records go back to, they'll tell you who the family is. I think it's in 1860 they tell you who the family is, 1850 I believe also. If you start going back prior, like in the early 1800s and late 1700s, the federal censuses won't tell you. They'll just tell you head of household and how many people are in a family. They don't list the names. And it's like a lot of things got destroyed between the world, with the war between the states. So original records going back to the 1700s and early 1800s, very difficult to find. I did find them though for one of and I got more for another ancestor. But I actually have 4 ancestors that I know of. 2 with my last name. Very close lineage too. Not even the ones that are not my last name are close collateral in lineage, going through a mother's side, not an uncle or something like that, or brother. It's actually through a mother's side. So I got strong lineage to the American Revolution in the South, from South Carolina. So anyway, these are the products. I got a big old duffel bag here. Sons of the American Revolution emblem on it. Sons of the American Revolution, patriotic, historical. It's a t-shirt and also a sweatshirt. Probably as I'm working out more, I'm still working out 3 hours a day. These are going to be way too freaking big on me, but I'll do that old little, that tuck they have, that tuck and fold that they have sort of to the back and side. You know, so if you tuck them in, they won't look so big or nothing. Plus I could shrink them in hot water. They're cotton. I got a feeling I'm going to be much more skinny. I've been working out 3 hours a day still. And I got great energy, taking a colostrum, and the vitamins. But I want to put this out, you know, to make millennials aware of this stuff too. When you sign up for this, you'll start getting emails every day about what events happen on a particular day, and it's an eye opener. You know, a lot of people don't realize that people during the Revolution, you'll see these portraits of George Washington or Thomas Jefferson or John Hancock. The only guy that was actually old at that time was Benjamin Franklin. All those other people, they were in their 20s. They were very young men. They would have been the millennials generation, the millennials age is today. That's how old they would have been during the American Revolution. They were looking for a break from corporate ownership, basically. And, you can see we got that kind of garbage going on today. So it'd be nice to recruit some millennials. I know, like in these organizations, they got a lot of older people. I'm in my 60s, but I don't really, I'm far more active than most people. Probably 99.9% of people in their 60s. But anyway, be that as it may, really these organizations need to attract much younger people. But it is pretty tough to get in them because of the genealogy. You got to really search. And I remember I found the last link I needed. I was searching and searching and searching, and one time I was searching, it was like 4 a.m. in the morning. I was working on it all night, and it wasn't like that wasn't the first day I was trying this. I found the link. I found the documents I needed, and then I was able to join. You got to be blood. You got to be blood going all the way back, because your ancestors' DNA, the DNA that's in you from your ancestors, actually carries memories from that time, from their experiences. This is why it's a blood relationship. They know this too. They're looking to destroy our nationality, American nationality, through other things that they're doing. But anyway, over and out. Just want to make you aware of it, especially for millennials too. Later.